Okay, so now we're ready to put on the finishing touches of our Excel spreadsheet. And before we do so, I recognize that the sum of payment really isn't properly named. This really isn't the sum of payment, but rather the sum of the principal that's being paid. So let's call this the sum of principal payment. And what that will do for us, let me widen this column a little bit. So if we put in an optional payment of $100, well, that increased the sum that goes on the principal by $100. So we're going to call this sum of payment, sum of principal payment. So just a fairly small adjustment. So you'll notice when you shove in an optional payment, your spreadsheet will automatically update. All right, so let's fill out these remaining boxes. And well, the total we pay is going to equal, and just as we saw before, the total amount we're going to pay is going to be the scheduled payment, and we want to multiply that scheduled payment by the total number of payments, which is the number of payments we make in a given year, multiplied by the number of years we're doing this. So the loan principal was $65,000. Throughout the life of the loan, we paid $125,000. So the percent that went towards the principal, well, the principal was $65,000 and we paid $125,000. So the percent that goes to the principal is going to equal the amount that we need to pay off for the principal divided by the total payment. And Excel thinks we're looking at a currency here, so we need to right click, go to format, and tell it no, you're not looking at a currency, but rather you're looking at a percent. And let's go ahead and make it a percent rounded to the second decimal place. So 51.74% went towards interest, which is way different than the annual interest rate. So percent interest, the percent that went towards interest, well, that's going to be the percent that didn't go to the print. Okay, so I messed this up, or at least messed up the words. The math is right. 51.74% went towards the principal, so about 49% went towards the interest, which 49% is drastically different than the 5%. So to calculate the percent that went towards the interest, well, that's going to be equal to 100% subtract off the percent that went towards the principal. And so that's the 48.26%. All right. So the amount saved. So this amount saved is going to take into account these optional payments. So if we put an extra $100 down, we would like to know how much we saved for the life of the loan. So notice the amount that we save is going to be compared to this total. So to figure out the amount we save, we first need to figure out the amount we've paid. So how are we going to do this? Let's see, the amount saved, we need to take the actual sum and compare it to the total if we did not make any extra payments. So, sum of principal payment, interest, principal paid. Let me think about this one, and then I'll get back to you on the next video.